Coming up on Mountain News this morning, students in every district across the Commonwealth are back in their classrooms, including the ones who live in areas devastated by flooding. And some Eastern Kentucky high school students get the chance to explore possible careers in the medical field as they plan for their future.
Dedicated to Eastern and Southern Kentucky, this is WYMT Mountain News This Morning.
Good morning. The time is 4:59. Dakota Makris is taking a little bit of a long weekend, so my name is Keaton Hall, and let's check the weather with Brandon Robinson.
Listen, it's okay. It's Friday. It's your Monday. It's our Friday, but I understand.
I'm getting there. I'll be good by second break.
That's right. Words are a little tough this morning, but it's all right. Good morning to you, Keaton. Glad to have you with us. And it's chilly out there this morning. I can tell you that. Big drop in temperatures from this time yesterday, where we were in the 70s. Struggle buses running over me this morning as well. Let's take a look at those temperatures this morning, and you can see they're in the 40s and 50s as you head out the door. So bundle up. It is a chilly start to the day out there. So just be aware of that. And temperatures will continue to drop. Looks like our cold spot, surprisingly, is Irvin at 42 right now. And our warm spot is 52, warm in quotation marks, in Somerset this morning. 20 to almost 30 degrees cooler this morning than it was just 24 hours ago across our entire region. Dew points in the 30s and 40s. You know what that means? It means there is no dew point. It's very pleasant out there this morning. A little extra to some max warming needed on that coffee meter. It is going to be a fantastic day. Temperatures will climb into the upper 60s. Get out there and enjoy it. Keaton?
Thank you, Brandon. Governor Andy Beshear gave an update on the flooding response during his Team Kentucky news conference Thursday. 32 service connections are still without water. That's down from more than 34,000 on July 28th. Kentucky state parks are housing more than 330 people. More than 400 people are in 149 travel trailers across 7 state parks. More than 225,000 tons of debris have been removed. FEMA has approved more than $71 million in grants for more than 7,500 households. The Team Eastern Kentucky Flood Relief Fund has now raised more than $9.7 million. The Kentucky Transportation Cabinet has identified more than 850 private bridges within flood-impacted counties. Officials with the governor's office say more than 730 of those have been assessed by a team including FEMA and Transportation Cabinet officials. He said so far 40 of them have been approved by FEMA for emergency repair funding. The death toll from the flood remains at 40, but 2 Breathitt County women are still missing. 60-year-old Vanessa Baker and 29-year-old Nancy Cundiff are both from the Lost Creek community. Governor Beshear says Kentucky Emergency Management and Kentucky State Police are continuing to search for the women. Anyone with information about their whereabouts are asked to contact KSB Post 13 in Hazard using the number you see on your screen. Students have now returned to class in all of Kentucky's 171 districts. Among those resuming class this week, Riverside Christian in Breathitt County. The school was heavily damaged for the second time in 2 years. And the staff says they've worked extremely hard to get the students back on campus. Principal Meg Asher says they hope to provide all the tools and resources for their students who may be struggling.
We have a full-time counselor on staff right now who is going to be helping. Kids are allowed to just kind of walk in. All of my staff are on board and ready to go and are kind of watching for the red flag trigger type things.
There's still jobs that need to be completed around the school, and school officials say they're working every day to continue fixing what they can. High school students had the chance to dive into medical careers at Hazard Community and Technical College yesterday. They were able to pick 3 of 7 sessions to attend. Some sessions included dentistry, physical therapy, and pharmacy. We talked with potential employers at the event who said this was a great way for students to decide what they want to do after high school, and they say they should not be afraid to find a career they love.
Pick up a telephone or knock on some doors and knock on dental doors, knock on physical therapy doors and say, I'm interested in this. I would like to shadow you and see exactly what you do.
More than 60 students from 4 Eastern Kentucky high schools attended. HCTC also wrapped up its Spirit Week bashes. Each campus had its own Spirit Day Bash. The technical campus had its on Tuesday. The Lee's College campus was yesterday, and the Hazard campus celebrated yesterday. Those with HCTC say students could play games and learn more about what the college offers.
We did cancel this in the beginning for the flood, but it wasn't canceled for the semester. We wanted to see the students, get to meet them. I mean, like I said, this has been a while. This has been a long time coming, and we're happy to be back.
A college representative says they've had at least 400 people attend the Spirit Week Bash. A new food bank is now open for patients at Baptist Health Richmond. The hospital says the food bank is for patients who are food insecure. Any patient who receives care at the hospital is eligible. They'll get a food bag to last them up to 3 days. The food bank was established after the hospital completed an assessment that identified health needs in the community. Thanks for getting your day started with us here on Mountain News this morning. Coming up, Hurricane Fiona might have some lasting impacts on the medical industry here in the U.S. We'll tell you why in just a few minutes.
After a chilly morning, it's going to be an absolutely amazing day. I'll tell you about it in about 3 minutes.